Hi, welcome to EDSC 531. This is theories of group counseling and in schools. In this course, we will begin by developing and planning, implementing, and evaluating small groups for school counseling through the lens of theory, research, case study, and real world school based practices. Candidates will go ahead and model and demonstrate essential counseling skills in this class and address any underlying issues that would impede student achievement. The name of our textbook for this course is A School Counselor's Guide to Small Group and Coordination, Leadership, and Assessment. So we'll be focusing on those concepts as we move into this course. My name is Professor Bobo. I have been a professor with the school counseling program since the inception in 2011. I've served as a SME, as well as I've taught all of the courses in this program and fieldwork and practicum as well. I have been a school counselor for 26 years, and I have one son who's 29 years of age. I look forward to working with you. I have been a school counselor at all three levels: middle, elementary, and high school. Currently, I am in the elementary level and at a K-5 school in Hawthorne School District. So in this welcome video, you will find all of our assignments, and I will be going over all of the assignments. You can use this welcome video to go back to the assignments and for the detailed explanation of the assignments if you have any questions as you're completing them. I'm available mostly for quick questions by text, and my cell phone number is referenced on the syllabus and on Canvas. And then I'll also be holding office hours the day before our course, the day of our course from 4 to 5. So before we actually have our class, 6 p.m. So I'm going to begin with our assignments for this course. And during week 2, you will have your first assignment due. That assignment is a case study. And that case study, you will read or choose 2 of the 3 scenarios that are given on the assignment and respond to them in a well-written APA 2 to 3 page format on what you would do. So I want you to take a look at those 3 scenarios. You will choose 2 of the scenarios and respond to them. And the length of that assignment should be 2 to 3 pages. All right. Please make sure that you focus on the rubric to ensure that you have answered the questions thoroughly and to the best of your ability. You may use the textbook and other research and other research options to help you to answer the question, especially if you have no experience or you're working elsewhere currently and you're just now beginning your practicum and or fieldwork and haven't had those experiences, right? So that is due week 2. Week 3, you have a group session. So what you're going to do is you're going to prepare a group session. And you are going to participate. I will place you guys during group 3, week 3, in breakout rooms, and each person will have an opportunity to share their group lesson as well as observe someone else demonstrating a group lesson. So that is what you need to come to week 3 prepared with. So you need to make sure that you have a full group lesson. And that lesson would be, if it requires a PowerPoint, if it requires other things, and then you're going to demo it. Now, I also have a video for you that I will share with you during week 1 of how the breakout group will go. So what I want you to do, we won't have enough time for each breakout group to pretend that they're your students and answer the questions. So basically I would have you, just do your lesson and then say, this is where I would ask the students this is where I would ask the students that, and then gets a couple of answers. If I got an answer like this, I would respond by saying, and that's how you will guide yourself through your, during week 3, during your breakout session. So every student will have the whole class period, the hour and a half, to do our breakout sessions. And so we will have ample time for everyone to have at least 15 minutes to do their group project. And it's one lesson. Again, it's one lesson. So you're not going to prepare multiple lessons, but just one lesson for an age group on a particular area. And you'll demo that for your students. The rest of the time, you're going to observe and take notes of the other students that you have observed as they deliver their group lesson. And you will focus on that. So then during week 4, you will have during week 4, you're going to write a reflection paper based on your week 3 experience. So each student, you're going to lead the group during week 3. And then during week 4, you are going to write a 2-page paper reflecting on the experience. And you're going to address the following questions. How did you prepare for your group lesson? What topics were discussed? What was your biggest strength as a leader for this session? And then what strength did you observe in your classmates that you would like to replicate? In what areas would you like to grow, improve, or learn? So that's what you'll do for week 4. Again, you are not able to write the 2-page reflection paper without doing your group session as well as observing others. So week 3 is pretty crucial for your attendance, that you are there. Now, for some reason, we have quite a few people that are not there. I do have another option for those students who, perhaps it's back to school night for you, or perhaps there's an emergency. Then I will guide you as to what to do next. So we'll take that on a case-by-case basis, so that those that might need to miss will be in a separate group and be able to observe one another and still be able to write their reflection paper on time during week 4, which is when the assignment is due. So again, you have an assignment that you need to be prepared for on week 3. And then your reflection of what you did in class online during week 3. You'll be writing a reflection paper during week 4. Okay. So that's assignment 2 for you. Assignment 3 is during week 6. And this is a 3 to 5 page paper, and you're going to observe a group meeting. Now, this group meeting does not have to be a school group meeting. Perhaps it's a group that you belong to, an outside organization, a church group. It could also be another work environment group other than education. So there are plenty of options for you here, just in case you're unable to do a school group. If you're at a campus or you're able to squeeze in a group at that time, then a school group would be ideal. But in order to complete this assignment, it is not a requirement that the group be an educational or school group. So I just want to make sure that I'm very clear on that. So if you have a group that's coming up before this assignment is due, use that group as your observation for this group. And during this time, you are focusing on the dynamics of the group. So this is really important. You are not an observer, and you are watching and focusing on the leader, the people in the group, their responses. So these things are the things that you will pay attention to, and then do the assignment. So you're not going to report content or progress of group members, only the group dynamics. So the name and purpose of the group, you're going to include that in your assignment. The frequency of the meetings. So this could be our trimesterly meeting. This could be our monthly meeting. This could be our weekly meeting, whatever is the frequency. The purpose of the meeting, like why does everybody get together for this particular meeting? What was this particular meeting about? And then the number of participants, if there was if and the sexes in there, the approximate age of the group, relationships among the participants, but no names. So, if it's a family group, I mean, you could actually do a family meeting. If your family has meetings regularly and this is something that you do, then a family meeting would also qualify. The physical setting, including any distracting elements. So we're looking for let's go back to the family example. If we have the meeting in the living room with the TV on, distracting because everybody's going to be focusing on the television. So what do we do for that? All right. The frequency of the interactions, like is there just one person talking and everybody else is listening or tuning out? What is the dynamics there? Between and what are the interactions between the participants and the direct flow of information and interaction? So like it asks you to draw a diagram. A diagram is requested in this assignment. All right. And then the role of the leader, the structure of the meeting, the dynamics between the members, analysis, and any conflict that may have occurred, or power between the participants. So you want to include all of these things in your dynamics. Your overall impression of the group and the effectiveness of it, and its stated purpose and goal, and any changes you would make if you were in charge of the group. You might be in charge of the group. So if you're not getting the response from your members, how would you change it? What would you do differently? Okay, so this is assignment 3, and it is due week 6. Again, this is assignment 3, and it's due week 6. Assignment 4 is a group session report. I will place you in groups of either 2 or 3, maybe even 4, depends on the number of students that are in this course. And you will design an 8-week group session, including pre-planning and follow-up. You will understand, synthesize, integrate, and apply what has been what has been presented in the textbook and the class sessions. All right. So, and then you're going to write. You're going to do a 10 to 15-minute demonstration of the report during week 7. So the assignment, you don't write a paper with this assignment. What you will be doing is attaching your 8-week group lesson using the lesson plan template that is on the assignment page. And you're going to include it with the ask mindset behaviors that we have to follow as we are doing these sessions. All right. So you're going to include everything that is needed for this, for each session. So you'll have 8 sessions. And so there will be 8 lessons in total. How you break that up is left up to you. And then whether, I work on the first 2, someone else works on the next 2, and then we'll put it in sequential order. Like, how do we want to, if we're addressing grief, if we're addressing divorce, if we're addressing anger management, how do we want to put these things in place? Career development, college planning, how do we want to put these lessons in order? And then when we're filling out the lesson plan, we're going to include everything that we need for the lesson plan. So if you say that you need a PowerPoint, I need to see that PowerPoint attached. Okay. Now, links are fine. You don't have to create everything on your own. If there is something like you're going to use a page or something that's already created, please feel free to add the link. The link must work because when I am grading your group assignment, I'm going to click on the links to see if it leads me to that document. If it does not lead me to the document that you stated, then I will be deducting points. Or if I can't access it because it says it's restricted, those are things that are important at the time and when you are doing your assignment. So those are things that you'll have plenty of time to work on together. I'll give some time during our live session so that you can coordinate with your group members, and then you'll have to coordinate outside. But I will give time during the class periods so that because we have designated that time as our class. So, and sometimes it's hard to get together with others with their busy schedules. So I definitely want to make sure that we have that available. And that should help you kind of be able to um, split up the information, work on it, get a Google Doc going so that, and share it with one another and the addresses so that everybody has access to it and no one's left out. Okay, so again, our class sessions are really important that you're in attendance because if you're not there and your group is meeting, they're moving along and they're getting the work done. And this is helping them. And then it really helps when they don't have to reach out and meet with you in addition to, so in that time, I'll give you guys options to give each other emails and cell phone numbers to contact one another so that no one is left out. This is a group project, so I will not be able to give you credit if you don't work within the group. It is important that you work within the group. And then it is also important if a member is lagging, that you not wait until week 7 to inform me that the person didn't participate, or week 6 that the group didn't participate, or 4 days before the assignment is due, because it is very difficult for me to get on top of that, work with the individual, contact the individual to get that assignment done. So, again, I'm alleviating some of the problems by making sure that you have time during our class sessions to coordinate, exchange numbers, start Google Docs, share information to get this going. So that all you have to do is add the information and put comments so that everyone is able to communicate with one another at that time. And then I'm also, you'll present. So each person will present a portion of it during our week 7 live session. All right. So that is what I am expecting for our week 7 class. Our final assignment is due week 8. It is our signature assignment. This signature assignment is, like all courses, a requirement for the course. If you do not complete the signature assignment, you cannot get a grade for this course. So this is another important thing to remember. You can have an A up to this point, and if you do not complete this assignment, we are unable to give you a complete grade for this. So during this, you are going to use the Concordia Library to identify and research an article on any aspect of group counseling, any aspect of group counseling. So you're going to prepare a well-written 2-page summary of the article that you chose in using the APA formatting guidelines and citations. That includes the title of the article, the name the publication, the date of the article, and the authors of the article. You're going to summarize the research that is presented. You're going to add your personal reflection about the implications for school counseling as discussed in the article. And you're going to consider practical applications to school counseling, the value, leadership and collaboration, skills required that you need to implement with this particular information, challenges for school counselors, and of course, submit your outline to the online writing lab all before the final submission. So this is another one that you can do ahead of time. One of the things you do is select your article, read your article, so that final week, all you're doing is writing and submitting to the online writing lab. Okay. So those are the 5 assignments that are due in this course. And I've gone into great detail for each assignment. Please use this as a reference to come back to when you have additional questions in regards to the assignments. I did place them in order, so we went over them one by one. And we'll be meeting, yes, on Thursday. So I will see you guys in our live sessions on Thursdays. All right. Looking forward to meeting with you. Again, I'm available by text messages if it's quick. If it needs more detail, I'll make a time to contact you so that I can hear your questions and understand them better and ask more details. And also feel free to email me as well. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.